Determining who is in my inner circle, it's a very easy two-step process. The first question is, are you spiritually aware? A lot of people are not spiritually aware. They're not really aware of their spirit. They're living for so many different distractions of this world, but they don't think about life outside of the physical world. They're not in tune with the spiritual world. And there's nothing wrong with these people, but at the end of the day, if you're not spiritually aware, then you're no better than an animal. Because you're just a responder to whatever impulses you get. We talked earlier about the sexual impulse and controlling your sexual urge. If you're not spiritually aware, there's nothing grounding you to something bigger than your physical body.
There we go.
So one is spiritual awareness. You can't be in my inner circle if you're not spiritually aware, because when push comes to shove, if I fail you, which I inevitably will, you just told me that we're all imperfect, you weren't lying, then how am I going to trust that there's anything holding you to overcome my failure? There's nothing. People, if you're not spiritually aware, people are only so far as good as they can serve you. So one is, are you spiritually aware? And the second thing, and that's a great minority of individuals in my experience. I don't know how you feel, but in my experience, not a lot of people are all spiritually aware. The second then is like a sub-layer of that spiritual awareness. So of all the people that are spiritually aware, the second condition is, do you desire the light? Do you desire goodness? Demons, evil, wickedness it exists. It's real. It exists in our world, and you can pretend that it doesn't when you go on Netflix and you watch Love Island, but I'm telling you, there is wickedness in the world. There is evil in the world. There is negative spiritual forces that are seeking your downfall. And some people, sadly, fall into those. I'm a firm believer that people don't think ideas take root in people, and sometimes negative ideas and negative energy can take root in people to where people, as I mentioned before, lose hope. They grow cold-hearted and they go dark. Yeah. And for me, I need to make sure that in their heart, in their intention, and remember, intention is so important. We have a tendency to judge ourselves on our intentions and others by their actions. But I think it's really important to try to identify what the other person's intentions are, because that's all that they really have control over, is what they're intending to do. We live in a cosmos where there's so much going on that has nothing to do with your intention sometimes, right? So my second caveat is, are they desiring light? Are they desiring goodness? Are they desiring God? Are they desiring to be more like God? Are they desiring to be more like Jesus? If both those are met, then that is someone who falls in my inner circle. That is a very, I keep my inner circle extremely tight. It is a very small number of people, but that is how I identify it. Anyway, long answer long. This has been super important for cultivating my own spiritual journey outside of the content, but putting this in place has really enabled me to stay grounded.